Welcome to What You Smokin On podcast. Follow me for equity.
Whoa. What you smoking podcast. Getting right. Rolling tight. Up there smoking that sticky tonight. Inhale. Exhale. Don't cough. Don't choke. Just breathe in slow and hold the smoke. Yeah.
Hey, here we go. Back at you again. This is OG Piru, Ayatollah Marv, with What You Smokin in your town. We want to know. We want everybody. We want to have a cannabis world, have a cannabis girl, and have cannabis fun. What You Smokin podcast is an informational, educational podcast that gives a bird's eye view of the different strands and the different forms of cannabis all over the country. We're starting to make everybody aware of what we're doing and how we're doing it, making sure that you're dealing with something with an informed eye. We should already know it's better to know it than not to know. Tonight, we're going to just go over a few things about the inception of how Pottsgrove Farms was developed. Johnny Stewart, the founder of the Black Unicorn Factory, is a friend of mine, and we grew up together. And in 2012, he awared me that President Barack Obama had passed a bill called the Jobs Act. And when Negroes hear anything about jobs, I ain't going to no job. I don't want to do nothing. But it had nothing to do with jobs. It was jumpstart private businesses in the stock market. Before, to get into the stock market, you had to make $250,000 a year, or know a millionaire, or be a millionaire to even get into Wall Street. That started with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, in 1933. In 1929, Wall Street, in 1921, Wall Street was destroyed. In 1929, Black Friday, Wall Street itself was destroyed. And in 1932, Franklin Delaware Roosevelt, the president of the United States of America, said that he was giving a shot in the arm to America, and he gave Wall Street $2 billion in 1932, which would be close to $200 billion in today's time, to give it a shot in the arm. And it was called the New Deal. All we knew about the New Deal was that Social Security. That's the only thing we knew, but Wall Street had a plan. Before, why they called it Black Wall Street had found out what they were doing in Wall Street, and in Tulsa, Oklahoma, blacks' money in the community of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, blacks' money were turning over 19 times. Today, we get it and it's gone. We don't reciprocate any of our dollars. When white America found that out, they had to burn down Black Wall Street. So in 1932, I tell you, Franklin Delaware Roosevelt gave the stock market $2 billion. In 1933, they came up with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, the police over the stock market. So to keep blacks out in 1933, they came up with rules. You had to make $250,000. You either had to be a millionaire, or a millionaire introduce you to Wall Street, which we ain't making $250,000 a year today, 2026, let alone in 1932. So in 2012, President Barack Obama, people like, Barack ain't never done nothing for black people. He said, I'm leveling the playing fields. So he took off all the restrictions of that you had to have $250,000. You had to be a millionaire, or a millionaire had to bring you in. And he started private IPOs. And with the private IPOs, they became unicorn status. So now with the Jobs Act, you can get in for fan vesting. Only thing we know about fan vesting is GoFundMe, the GoFundMe program. But it's a whole nother dilemma, a whole nother situation that debases us from getting what we need because we don't know. But if you read the Jobs Act under Chapter 7, Barack Obama says, go tell my people. They changed it to go tell the people. But he said in the original Jobs Act, go tell my people. Well, we were the closest thing to his people that he had, and he put that out for us to go into the stock. Very few. So Johnny Stewart told me in 2012, man, look, we got this going on. And I didn't believe it. I read it. It didn't make any sense to me at that time. In 2020, Johnny Stewart was one of a few people out of Leavenworth that didn't have COVID. And on a 12-year sentence, they released him to home custody. He called me in March and said, Marv, I'm ready. I'm like, ready? Ready for what? He said, we're getting ready to bill. By September, he had acquired $420 million in stock in the Black Unicorn Factory. And this is where we started 16 other companies, and my company was Potts Grows Farms. I felt cannabis was the thing of the future. So we're going into cannabis, and instead of having, because in the stock market, they have funding rounds. Your first funding round, your second funding round, your third funding round, $50 million, $20 million, $30 million. So if you gave me $1 million today and I spent $1, I wouldn't be a millionaire anymore, right? But if I got 1 million followers, 1 million followers recreates my money over and over again. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't a billionaire at the time he took Facebook to the stock market, but he had over 15 million subscribers. And it, with 15 million subscribers, made him a billionaire. And if you go look it up, it's called unicorn stock. Unicorn stock is one of the only stocks that you get 1,000% of your money back on your investment. Unicorn stocks. So that's what we're doing. And that's what we're pressing right now, to each one teach one and grow. Once we get 1 million followers, we go into the stock market as a unicorn stock. $1 billion business with the followers. And right now, you look at Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian makes $750,000 a month on Instagram, Facebook, and the different outlets. She has 10 million followers, and they pay for her advertisement. So with people, and she gives nothing back, just for you to go in and look at something that she's doing with Potts Grows Farm and the Black Unicorn Factory. You become a partner. You get a stock in your name under Black Unicorn Factory, Potts Grows Farms, and you become a partner, and you become invested into. More you watch, the more you gain. The more you watch, the more you gain. So it's about gaining and getting something that will be economically enriching to you forever. So, man, shout out to now Little Rock, Arkansas. Where you at? What you smoking? Seattle, Washington. What you smoking? The Philippines, Day, how y'all doing over there, man? With that dang earthquake. And Harlem, New York, Brooklyn, New York, New Jersey. Tech reviews. What's going on with it? Bo Pete, Memphis, Tennessee. Bro James in New Jersey, in Milwaukee, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, Texas, Georgia. Where you at? What you smoking? Man, come on, get in and get on this, because this train is moving. It's moving fast, and we want to be sure that we on the right path of this, because as you see, things are not happening in our favor, and this thing is going on. Just like I told you, this boy Carmelo Anthony was found guilty today of first-degree murder in Texas, in him defending himself with a white student, Metcalf, and the jury, all white jury with not all Asians and Mexicans, none of us, and they found this 19-year-old boy guilty of murder today in Texas. So we gotta, let's get high. Let's get into it though. Now, this is a strand that's really, Slurricane is a widely considered and excellent top shelf strand, especially indica lovers and those seeking deep relaxation. Bred by an in-house genetics by crossing Deuce and Purple Punch, it's famous for its sweet fruit berry flavor and heavy-hitting calming effect. Indica dominant with 70% indica, 30% sativa, usually range in THC from 27 to 30% THC. Delicious mix of sweet berries, grapes, creamy tropical fruits with a slightly spicy, earthy finish. This is Slurricane. That's your indica dominant. Now we got Durban Poison. Durban Poison expects a major blow to the head from this super potent strand, a pure sativa. Durban Poison is the beloved in-brand descendant of a sativa strand grown in South Africa. Ed Rosenstahl, an American cannabis activist, discovered in the original strand and brought it back to the United States in 1970. It has been a long favorite of stoners and medical marijuana patients here. Durban Poison has a THC level of 27%, making it one of the world's more powerful strands. This strand hits with a strong, happy head high and is great for creativity, daytime errands. So we got Durban Poison and Slurricane. Slurricane is the indica. Durban Poison is the sativa, the upper and the downer. And we want to stay up or down. Want to relax, or you want to extricate? You want to get out there and clean up that house, clean up that car, watch that, make that girl work, you dig? So those are the two that we're dealing with. So let's stay vigilant. What you smoking, crew? Big Clinto, my man, always on deck, always Big Clinto, my day one. He stay in it to win it. We gonna make this work. This man been passing out flyers for 3 years. Man, he done got us so many followers on Pottsgrove Farms. Man, every week I get 5 or 6 subscriptions dealing with him. So go into my website, pottsgrovefarms.com, subscribe, and get your stock certificate. Go to your app store, go to Black Unicorn Factory, follow me for equity. With that Black Unicorn there, get that on, and hey, get stocking. So this is What You Smokin podcast with OG Piru. Here you go.
Tell me what you smoking on. What you smoking on podcast. What you smoking on podcast.